Hello everybody, good day to you all. Today I'm talking about the movie, The New Mutants. A movie directed by Joss Boone, actors starring in it are Blue Hunt, Maisie Williams, Charlie Heaton, Anna Taylor-Joy, Henry Zaga, or Elise Brega. And before I get into the movie, I just want to say I created the character called NinjaRabbit, and I have partnered up with this website called Redbubble.com, where they take my character and they put it on like pillows, t-shirts, masks, water bottles, and things of that nature. I'm gonna link down below. You check the website out for yourself, and you see anything you like, please buy something. I really would appreciate it a whole lot. So now let's get on to the movie. So today I'm talking about the New Mutants movie, and in this movie here, you got a group of young mutants still not fully in control of their powers and abilities, and they're put in this facility to learn how to control their powers so they can move on to be X-Men. And they're pretty much being guided and studied by this doctor named Dr. Reyes, who pretty much who monitors them, watches them, see what their powers are, and try to help them out the best way she can, and so they can function in society without hurting or killing anybody. And while they're there, a lot of strange things happening, because you get introduced to this new girl named Danny Moonstar, who pretty much all the people got pretty much killed by this entity who they don't really show just yet, and you see her trying to find out what her powers and what her abilities is, but in the process, her trying to figure out what she can do. A lot of weird things are happening here. A lot of creepy stuff is going on. A lot of people's fears are coming to life, and so they don't know what's happening, and so things just go crazy from there. Now, before I get into the good stuff, let's start with the bad. The bad part about this movie is they don't understand who the X-Men are. All these X-Men movies have one flaw. They don't understand their characters. And because they don't understand their characters, a lot of things that they could have used to make this movie better get pushed to the wayside. This ain't supposed to be a scary movie, but it wasn't really scary. Matter of fact, it was pretty boring. Really, really boring. And like you got Danielle Moonstar, and she got I never read the whole Demon Bear storyline. But what I heard about it was really horrible, really, horrific what was going down. But they kind of made it to just like her imagination, and it wasn't real. All this stuff was happening wasn't because of something else, some entity coming after her. It was like it was just all her the whole time. So it kind of took away the element of being really scary. So anyway, before I get any more, I just want to say that it's going to be some spoilers. It's going to be some spoilers. Because when you find out that it was her the whole time, and the thing is though, you kind of see that coming too, and what they handled it towards the end, it was so lame that it was like this. What was the point of this whole entire movie? Everything felt like a waste. It really did. And then you have characters like Illyana Rasputin. Now Illyana is a mutant. She's the sister of to Colossus, and her mutant power is she can teleport. She basically like teleports disc, and she can teleport herself and others anywhere. And one of the missions, she pretty much gets stuck in this other dimension called Limbo, which is like a hell dimension, where she got to fight off demons for survival. And in the process, she learns magic, and then she becomes powerful in her own right. But here, they made Limbo all in her head. It was all imaginary. They even had Lockheed, the dragon there, which also was fake. So none of that was real. So they took away the element from her, but yet they gave her the powers that she received when she was in Limbo. But yet they didn't have her go to Limbo. So that Limbo doesn't exist. But she got the power that she received from Limbo, like the armor she has from the store she got that when she was in Limbo. But now, since it's not real, why does she have it? I don't know. And it also takes away the element of that is the creepy part of her, and the part that's kind of interesting. They took that away. So now you got this girl who's just crazy and mean for no reason. I just okay. A lot of characters that developed that well, like Roberto Da Costa, who also is Sunspot, who's played by Henry Zaga. He wasn't developed that well as a character. Only thing he did was say one-liners about how hot Illyana was. That's all he did. That's all he did was hit on her, and that's pretty much his whole story. They tried to do a little bit more with him by him burning his girlfriend, but you don't really care. Sam Gunther, he's in here too. They didn't really do nothing with him either. So they have these characters in here, but they developed them that well. It wasn't that interesting at all. They introduce elements to the thing that could be scary, but they don't show it or do nothing with it. Like the whole facility is being run by Nathaniel Exis and his company, which is Mr. Sinister, who's a very creepy mad scientist who transformed himself into this creature, and then he's been around for centuries, pretty much experimenting on mutants to find the perfect mutant so he could take on Apocalypse. So they introduce him here, but they don't use him here. So what's the point of introducing the character who you're not going to use? And not the people who don't read the comic books don't know who he is. So who cares? It means nothing. So they have a lot of elements to this thing that could have worked, but they didn't utilize it well or do nothing with it. So it just felt flat. It was like this whole entire movie. The acting performance of everybody wasn't really that great either. The dialogue wasn't that good. Wasn't scary, like I said. It was quite boring. It really was. So let's move on to the good stuff. The good part is, it was fun to see. It was fun to see a lot of the characters on screen. Was it utilized well? No, but it was nice to see them, somewhat. So yeah, I don't know what to say about the movie. It's just wow. I mean, wow. So what can you do? I mean, it's in this era. It ends this, so it's over. I mean, those who have seen it, you already know how this is. And those who haven't seen it, you don't need to see it. You don't have to. But if you want to see, you can check it out for yourself. I give the movie a grade. I'm giving it an F. I'm giving it an F. It was bad. It's really bad. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this trailer right here, the movie right here, if you have seen it. And if you haven't seen it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully watching you would enjoy, have fun watching it too. So give it a check, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it. It's like I always say, in my dreams in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.